Antonio Spurs. Jalen Brunson's first shot of his finals. Great finisher. Brunson spins, gets inside, floats it up and good. Goes at the rookie, backs up, leans in, floaters up. Ooh, razzled down. Scoots in, right-handed, off the glass. On Brunson, drives inside and floats it up. Drives on Brunson, goes inside, blocked by Towns. Brunson to drive, sidestep, floats it up and in. Brunson drives, pulls up jumper, tie game. Brunson back on the floor. Now Brunson with a beautiful.
There is a point in every playoff run where one player stops being good and starts being inevitable. Jalen Brunson reached that point somewhere in the first round, and he never came back down. Round after round, series after series, the moment the Knicks needed a bucket, needed a stop, needed someone to just take over, it was him. Every single time. Unanimous Eastern Conference Finals MVP, back-to-back sweeps, the NBA Finals, and the most terrifying part, nobody, not one person in this league has figured out how to stop him yet. The foundation what Brunson built before the lights got bright, before we talk about what Jalen Brunson did this postseason, we need to understand what he is. Because Brunson doesn't look like a superstar. He's listed at 6'1" on a generous day. He doesn't have Wemby's wingspan, or Ska's burst, or Steph's range. Every single team that passed on him, every scout who said he was too small, too slow, too limited for this level, had a reason that made sense on paper. And then, the playoffs started. The Knicks finished the regular season 53-29, fourth straight playoff appearance. A team built on grit, defense, and the quiet belief that their point guard was different in big moments. Clyde Frazier, one of the greatest Knicks ever, said Brunson reminded him of Willis Reed's leadership. Not his scoring, his leadership. The way a locker room follows him. The way teammates play differently when he's on the floor. That's the foundation. That's what this run is built on. And in the first round against Philadelphia, Brunson showed everyone exactly what that foundation produces. Philadelphia didn't know what hit them. The Sixers thought they had a plan for Brunson. Keep him in front. Make him shoot over length. Don't let him get downhill. He went downhill anyway. Early in the series, Brunson driving, pulling up, banking it home with Harden draped all over him. Then a jab step three, straight cash. Then finding Robinson on the lob for the slam. Then right back to isolation crossover, floater, glass, good. The Sixers forced 7 turnovers in one game. It didn't matter. Brunson found Anunoby for 22 points off the bench. Brunson found Robinson for 3 dunks in a row. Brunson with 10 assists and barely broke a sweat doing it. Then in the clutch fake, falling away, puts it up, good. 4-point lead. Largest of the night. Philadelphia called timeout and looked at each other like they just realized the problem wasn't fixable. 29-point lead. Back-to-back threes. Hart on fire from outside. Robinson throws it down. Philadelphia swept. One of the most remarkable first-round performances in Knicks playoff history, and Brunson was just warming up because the second round against Cleveland was where things got truly out of control. Cleveland couldn't guard him, nobody could. The Cavaliers were one of the best defensive teams in the Eastern Conference all season. They had size. They had length. They had a defensive scheme built specifically to take away the kind of drives Brunson lives on. He drove anyway. Sidestep layup, banks it home. Left-handed off the glass, what a shot. Floater up, good. Drive, pull up, bang. Three-pointer with the shot clock winding down, puts it in. The Cavaliers kept turning it over. Every turnover, Brunson to the basket, banks it home. Timeout, Cleveland. Lead up to 17. Wade chasing him. Can't stay in front. Brunson gets inside anyway. Off to a 3-for-3 start. The floater up, Robinson throws it down off the lob. Back-to-back sweeps. The Knicks were rolling, and Madison Square Garden, a building that hadn't felt this kind of electricity in decades, was absolutely shaking. But the real test was still coming. Because the Eastern Conference Finals wasn't going to be a sweep. This was going to require everything Brunson had. Conference Finals MVP, the unanimous decision. When a Finals MVP award is unanimous, it means there was no debate, no second conversation, no well, maybe it could have been someone else. It means one player was so far beyond everyone else on that court that the decision made itself. Jalen Brunson, unanimous Eastern Conference Finals MVP. Think about what that means in context. The Knicks had Anunoby, a two-way force. They had Towns, a legitimate all-star center. They had Hart, who plays like the sport owes him something personally. They had Bridges, one of the best wing defenders in basketball. And it wasn't close. Every clutch moment in the series ran through him. When the Knicks needed a bucket, Brunson. When they needed to break a press, Brunson. When they needed someone to just take the ball and make something happen with the shot clock dying, Brunson. Three-pointer. Good. Drives inside. Reverses. Got it. Sweet move. Deflected. Brunson fires another three anyway. Bang. 29-point lead. Timeout. The opposing bench stopped drawing plays. Because what do you draw up against someone who makes every shot regardless of the coverage? And in his post-series interview, no bravado, no chest
inside,
beating,
uses the
just
backboard.
Jalen Brunson being exactly
Brunson
who
leans
he's
in,
always
trying to
been.
draw effect.
They give me confidence. They let me
Castle
be
to
me.
Cornette.
All
Brunson
believe
with a
in
steal.
Brunson.
Pushes it
Brunson
out.
bottom.
Layup.
That's
Bank
the
shots
thing
go to the
about
right
Brunson
hand.
that
The
makes
open
him
floor, getting all the way to the
genuinely
rim. Jalen Brunson on the passing lane. Love that little hesitation.
He is exactly who he appears to be.
Yeah, Mitch Johnson quickly calls time to
play at the rim. And then one more time.
Then came the NBA Finals.
It's amazing how
Antonio
quiet it gets his own rebound.
Biggest
Mitch missing
stage
free
of his
throws now.
life.
Brother,
Finals
trying to
MVP.
cheer. They try to
Why
let's
isn't
go.
over game one. San Antonio. The Spurs at full strength. Wembanyama waiting at the rim. Brunson hurt his knee in the first quarter.
Limped to the locker room, missed 5 minutes, came back, went on a personal 6-0 run, retook the lead, hurt his ankle, kept going, 46 seconds left, down one, on the road, in the finals, he spins underneath, floats it up, in 13 of his 30 points in the clutch, on two bad legs, in enemy territory,
Scoots in right-handed off
with the
glass.
generational
Oh, what a
talent
sweet
in
move
league
from
history,
Jalen
waiting at the rim,
Putting
didn't
the rookie
matter.
On Brunson, drives inside.
12 wins in a row.
Brunson goes inside, blocked by Towns. Picked up.
Finals MVP.
Brunson the drive, sidestep. Brunson with the bucket
on the road.
As we approach,
This isn't a story about
Brunson
an
drives,
undersized
pulls up
point guard
jumper, tie
overachieving.
game.
This is a story
Trading
about
punches,
the best
and now
player
the
in the
Knicks get
Eastern
Jalen Brunson
Conference
back on
playing
the
the
floor.
best
Now
basketball
Brunson
in
with
the
a
world on
underhand
the biggest
floater.
stage.
Harper
the
drives,
sport has
double
to
team.
offer. And he's
Tough
just
catch.
getting
Hart
started.
pumps it away from Wemby.
Jalen Brunson's
Here comes
playoff
Brunson.
run isn't
Stutter
getting out of
dribbles it
control.
in.
It already
Jalen
is
Brunson
out of control.
coming alive. Take long once he got
Nobody
back
has
on the
an answer
floor.
for it. Nobody handed Jalen Brunson this run, and every single round he showed up anyway. Hurt, exhausted, doubled, fouled, and still the most important shot of the game came off his hand. That's not luck. That's not a system. That's a player who decided a long time ago that the moment would never be too big for him. The Knicks are in the finals. Brunson is just getting started. If this run has you locked in, hit that like button. Subscribe because this story isn't finished yet, and the next chapter is already up. See you there.